Sometimes it can be hard for you to acknowledge this, but you know that the truth is, if you had stayed, it would have only gotten worse. It was so hard for you because your own mind doesn't work this way. You want the best for everyone, yourself included, and you don't want to put yourself up at the expense of others. This is fully ingrained in you. This is who you are. This is how you operate. And anything less than this would give you terrible guilt. You would feel so bad. You would immediately have to go and right the situation. This is a part of you that is so valuable, that you love, that you see the magnificence of. It makes you a good person. It keeps you on the straight and narrow. And it was so hard for you, it still is so hard for you, to understand that other people do not feel this way. And it was so hard for you to realize that the person that you brought close to you was diametrically opposed to you in this regard. They did not have people's highest interest at heart. They have their own advancement uppermost in their mind. Everything else that they do is only words to improve the success rate of them in their life. For them, if they have to lie to get ahead, they will do so, which means that you cannot believe and could not believe anything that they said, but you didn't know that at the time. You didn't realize that this person was not looking for success in the same ways that you were looking for success. For you, success is peace, calm, happiness, advancement, expansion, a good life. Nothing difficult there, nothing unusual there. You thought it was self-evident and obvious. And then when things went downhill, progressively, worse and worse, you couldn't understand how it could be so difficult. You thought, I'm doing my best for us to have a good life. And some suspicion was coming in your mind that the person that you were with was not acting from the same place you were acting. You started to see that they had something else in their mind, some other kinds of agendas, and that you seemed to be trying to toe the line all by yourself. And eventually you realized not only were you towing the line all by yourself, that they were directly undermining your efforts. If you said, let's do this positive thing for this positive reason, for no other reason than to undermine you and let you not look like the leader or the one in charge, they would cut your feet out from under you. And when you would speak to them and say, what the hell, man? They would deny, they would gaslight you, they would make you feel like a fool. This only increased, and it defied all logic to you until you realized that their sensibilities, their morality is opposite to yours. It would have gotten worse if you had stayed, because the game that they're playing necessitates that. You got stronger to cope with their treatment of you. But as you would have got stronger, you would have intimidated them more. You would have threatened them more, inadvertently, without meaning to. And so they would have had to oppress you further, to a greater degree. There was no winning play in this game. For you, you wanted both parties to win. For them, they only were after themselves, and any growth and expansion by them, even though it was catalyzed by their treatment of you, would be a threat to them that they would need to put down. It would only have gotten worse if you had stayed. Take peace in that thought. Now you can find something better aligned to you.